If you were playing SimCity, you'd want to go about building your metropolis the same way the Saudis have with King Abdullah Economic City. And just like other great leaders of men, you'd probably name it after yourself too, which is exactly what King Abdullah did. You'd also focus on job-creating infrastructure and a dream university to attract the best and brightest. Saudi Arabia is the world's dominant oil producer and is a country that knows how to play the game. While its flashier neighbors like Abu Dhabi and Dubai get all the publicity for their mega projects, the kingdom is embarking on a far more ambitious project that's focused squarely on creating the most cohesive, well-planned city in the Arab world. The $100 billion enterprise on the coast of the Red Sea is about an hour's drive north of Jeddah, the second largest city in Saudi Arabia, and plans to expand into an area about the size of Washington, D.C. That location is no coincidence, says Fahd al-Rashid, the man who's in charge of growing King Abdullah Economic City, which we're going to just shorten to its initials KAEC for the purpose of this video. Quote, "You're talking about 24% of global trade going through the Red Sea, and this is a trend that's never been addressed by a Red Sea port." End quote. That's why KAEC's port is going to be massive, with an annual capacity of over 10 million shipping containers, which would make it one of the busiest ports in the world. So cargo is KAEC's first major transportation hub. The second is Haramain Station, one of 4 stops on Saudi Arabia's planned high-speed rail network that will connect the new megacity to Jeddah, Mecca, and Medina. This will bring thousands of visitors to KAEC right from its inception, with officials hoping that some will naturally take jobs and stay there, fueling its expansion. At first, the whole plan struggled to gain much traction with investors, but, says al-Rashid, then we reoriented ourselves toward building that demand, creating that support, and it's completely shifted. Now we have captive demand, all our apartments are full, and we have waiting lists for hundreds of people, literally, end quote. Part of that shift focused on KAEC's Industrial Valley, which is centered on a large petrochemical plant and has more than 70 countries lining up to set up bases there. And then there's the cornerstone of any thriving city, a great university. Enter King Abdullah University of Science and Technology, which began instruction in 2009 with a staggering $20 billion endowment, making it the third best funded university in the world behind Harvard and Yale. This capital injection has allowed it to lift off like a rocket in its first 5 years. It's recruited some of the best talent from over 60 countries around the world, scientists who've carried the school to an eye-opening 99.9% research record score. The research teams at King Tech are advancing many important fields like solar cell technology and cancer therapy. It teaches in English and is the first mixed-gender university in the kingdom. Plus, with just 1,200 postgraduates on an 8,900-acre campus, there's plenty of room to expand in every direction. With 40% of Saudi Arabia's citizens under 15 years old, the plan is for the megacity, by itself, to create upwards of 1 million jobs for all of those young people to grow into. In the end, it may be true that Saudi Arabia would be a bone-dry desert wasteland without its exploitation of the vast fields of black gold underneath it, but at least, in the twilight of his life, King Abdullah is doing all he can to set his people and the rest of the world on a slightly better path than the one they were on when he took over just 9 years ago in 2005. And if that's his legacy, he deserves to have a city named after him.